What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yo, yo,
Come
yo!
on in the room, you guys. I see you guys are coming on in. I want to welcome you guys. My name is Ashley Denmark.
I'm Antonio.
We are the Denmarks, and we are excited to share with you how you can get your first deal within 93 days without using any of your personal capital. All right. As we are starting, I want to make sure that I know where everyone is from. So drop in the chat, tell me where you from. As we're coming in, I want to know what city, what state are you from? If you are from Birmingham, do not say Birmingham. Like, be more specific with me. Tell me Calera, or tell me Bessemer, tell me exactly where you are from in the chat. All right. Um, I'm excited that we're going to be able to teach you today how you can get your first deal. Oh, I see a Ashland, Kentucky. Let's go.
Kentucky in the
I see
building.
Atlanta, Georgia. Let's go. Hueytown. Let's go. Dallas, Texas. Let's go.
Tallahassee, Florida.
Let's go. Tampa. Let's go. Arkansas. Let's go. Ohio. Let's go. Detroit, let's go. Oh my goodness, you guys are from all over. Nevada, let's go. Oh my goodness. Okay. I see a Inslee, let's go. Let's go. Marietta, let's
Some of y'all
go.
ain't put nothing yet.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay, we got a Dayton, Ohio. Let's go. Let's go. Orlando, Florida. Okay, let's go. Savannah, Georgia. Let's go.
Trustville.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Well, I am super duper excited that you guys are spending your day with us. So we are going to get started. I know you guys are all here to learn how you can get your first deal in the next 93 days, and that is exactly what we're going to teach you today. Some of you may have came because of a post that Antonio made, and we're going to talk about that very shortly. Um, let's get it. You ready, Antonio?
I am
All
ready.
right, let's do it.
All right. So, in total transparency, this story is so good. I had to write it down to make sure I don't miss nothing.
So you
All
don't
right.
miss it. Oh my goodness.
So understand that if you see me looking down, I'm making sure I don't forget no pieces of the story.
Okay,
All
okay.
right.
That's
That's
fair.
fair.
That's fair.
Fair. All
All
right.
right.
Imagine buying your first investment property with someone that's not your brother, that's not your sister, that's not your family member, a complete stranger, y'all. Like, just sit down for a second and imagine what would that look like, all right? Imagine a deal that could net potentially $40,000. I'm not talking gross profit. I'm talking net profit. I mean, once everybody's paid back, y'all can make $40,000 together. All right. The thing about the situation is that when Miss Barnes joined our program, she joined around March. She had just had a baby,
She did.
so she didn't necessarily just hit the ground running.
Hmm.
Took about a month or so to go through all those new motherly things that she had going on. But after that,
Those adjustments.
those adjustments you want to say.
Yes.
After that, she hit the ground running. She came to every coaching call. She followed the small wins playbook to the T, y'all.
Hmm.
To the T. She started putting in her offers. She started following the deal finder playbook. She got a property under contract. All right. And a lot of times that's kind of the scary part. But in
Hmm.
her deal, she breezed through that almost. She asked
Hmm.
questions, but she was cool with it. The part where I thought that she was going to give up was after she got the deal under contract, the person who had told her that they was going to invest in her backed out.
Hmm.
Like we had it all mapped out. She was going to find the property, this person was going to invest, and once she got the property, the person backed out of the deal. I thought she was going to quit. Just personally, she was defeated. She just didn't really see it. But we had a call, and I was like, hey, don't forget your foundations. Let's
Hmm.
create us a template that's in your course. Let's make a post in the group. She made a post in the group. Hey, I'm looking for a private lender. These are the details, yada, yada, yada. As soon as that post hit, Mr. Caleb reacted to it instantly. And I know y'all thinking like, all right, Caleb got a lot of money. Like Caleb been waiting to invest in real estate. That's not true, y'all. Caleb was in our program 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 30 days. And after we had his one-on-one call, his task was to go get a personal loan so that he can do his first investment deal. All right. But in the midst of that, he got approved for 45,000, not 20,000.
Mm-hmm.
So what he ended up doing was for the extra money that he had, he invested that extra money into the deals with Barnes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now they are 50-50 partners. Barnes have what we call time and she has talent. Caleb had what we call treasure. All right. We believe in the three T's: time, talent, treasure. All right. And we believe that what you don't have, you find somebody who has it to make a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
This is
So,
uh,
go ahead.
you like your emphasis. I want to make sure I cut you off.
No.
So basically, how this deal is structured is Barnes is going to manage the rehab. Barnes is in charge of selling the property. Caleb brought the treasure
Mm-hmm.
because Caleb got his own deal he's going to do with his money, the rest of his money. And how it was structured was we use hard money on the front end to buy the property and to get the rehab funds. And then we use Caleb's money to make the interest payments and any other expenses, holding costs, all those good things that came up. The other good thing about it is Barnes is an agent. So Barnes actually made money when she bought it, and she's going to list it, and she's going to make money then. All right. So overall, both of these people did their first deal without using any of their personal capital, any of it.
Mm-hmm. The truth is, nothing about this deal was complicated, all right? What slowed Miss Barnes down wasn't the money, it wasn't the timing, it wasn't waiting, it was literally community. It was being around like-minded people, it was having guidance, systems, and a proven process to follow. The reality is, she could have done this years ago. All right. Some of you guys are trying to figure it out on your own. You keep telling yourself, hey, I'm learning, I'm researching, I'm preparing, but really, you're stuck in YouTube University, you're stuck in HGTV mode. You're thinking that one more video is going to make you ready. All right. At some point, learning becomes an excuse. All right. But here's the good news, all right? The moment you realize that you've been trying to figure this out on your own is actually slowing you down and that you can't create a roadmap for a place that you've never went to, you've never been, then everything changes, all right? Because the roadmap already exists, the connections already exist, the opportunities are already around you. You don't need to do this on your own. You need direction, you need execution. So let me say this, if you're serious about changing your future, I I'm gonna ask that you stop just trying to consume and start investing in yourself. Investing in rooms that challenge you. Invest in the guidance that shortens the timeline. All right.
Mm.
Invest in the action that actually gets you paid. I'm gonna drop a link. So following this training so that you can book a call with us so that we can help you get started and get to the next level. All right.
I know everybody are different type of learners, so like I want to show y'all what it looks like on paper. All
Mhm.
right. So the after repair value, which means how much the house can sell for when it's fixed up, is $230,000. Her purchase price on it was 105,000, and that 600. Their rehab was $50,000. That closing cost was $11,151.96. All right. That came from the 25,000 that Caleb borrowed from a personal loan. All
Mhm.
right. Their monthly payments on the hard money is like $1,500. The monthly payments on the loan that Caleb borrowed is like $450. All right. We estimate this is going to be about a 6 month project. That's what we like to estimate from purchase to sale. We estimate about 6 months. So we include those 6 months of payments into the deal.
And based on how long it takes, they're going to make anywhere between 37,900 to $41,748, depending on exactly how much time they need. All right. So if it goes 6 months, they're going to be at that 41. If it goes about 6 months and a half, 7 months, it's going to be closer to that 37.
All right. I know we gave y'all a lot to chew on, but welcome to the Wealth Without Limits training, y'all.
Absolutely.
We are here to break your myths. We are here to open your mind. We are here to change your thought process.
Absolutely. All right. So for those of you that are on here, if you have not dropped what city you're from yet, make sure you drop that in the chat. We want to know exactly what city you're in, so that we know where everyone comes from while we're on this training. All right. We've helped Antonio and I have helped real estate agents, working professionals, people with absolutely no experience complete their first investment property with our proven funding strategies that eliminate the need for having personal capital. All right. Over the years, we've watched people with great credit, lots of money, do real estate and struggle. But we've also watched people who had limited resources close deals successfully. And it wasn't the credit, it wasn't the money, it wasn't any of those things. It was understanding how to structure the deal and position it correctly from the start. All right.
To just add on what you're saying,
Okay.
break it down to its lowest common denominator for Barnes and Caleb. All right. If they make $40,000 and split the $40,000, 20,000 Barnes, 20,000 Caleb. Understand what that means. That means Barnes made $20,000 never using her own savings. That
Hmm.
means Caleb made $20,000 never using his own savings. That's game changer, y'all. And
How
that's
many
one
times?
deal.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. How many times can you rinse and repeat this over and over and over again and never have to use your own money? So the people that you see right here on the screen, these are our ex-flipper icons. These are investors who knew absolutely nothing about real estate before they came to us. All right. They have done over 7 figures in real estate being under our mentorship. All right. 7 figures.
You had some cities dropped in there. Boom, we're in
Oh,
Birmingham. We're in Newark. Okay.
let's go. Let's go. Charlotte,
Jacksonville.
Connecticut. Let's go.
Okay.
Orlando. All right. Tampa, Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Let's go. Let's go. I see y'all. I see
All right,
y'all.
Rodney Moore, you gave me Birmingham. I need a little more than Birmingham, Rodney.
All right. How to get your first deal in 93 days without using any of your own money. All right. Today is, I need you to take out your notebooks. I need you to take out your notepads. Whatever you do to take notes, I need you to make sure you're writing this down because we're going to show you exactly how we do it. So for everyone who's here today, what do they get, Tanya?
You're going to get our free ebook on the top 50 questions that new investors ask. All right. You don't got to do anything. It's going to come to you. So don't worry about it.
And so I know some people are saying, Ash, I don't have a lot of time when it comes to real estate. Like I live a busy life. Like it's
We got
constant
kid
go, go,
events.
go. Yeah, we understand exactly where you are. All right. We understand exactly where you are. This isn't for someone that has a lot of time, but it's for people who have busy lives, all right, who already have that 9 to 5, and you're short on time. You may even be short on money and knowledge, and we're going to get you to where you need to be so that you can get off the sidelines and get into the game. If you don't know by now, Antonio and myself have 5 kids, all right? So we know what living a busy life means. Our oldest will be 21 in the next few days. Our youngest is 6, all right? It's never a dull moment. There's constant activities, there's constant things going on in our house. So we know what being busy is all about.
We've done over 200 deals ourselves. We've helped hundreds of investors get their first deal. That's what we specialize in, teaching the foundations to get your first deal.
Mhm.
We've brokered over $2 million in real estate funding. We've brokered over $2 million in business funding. Like we
Mhm.
understand the complete picture of what it takes. And what's the quickest way to get you there?
Yes, yes, yes. All right. So here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about our framework that we use to find profitable deals. We're going to talk about how regular people are funding properties just like Barnes and Caleb without using any of their own money. We're going to talk about how to manage a rehab like a pro, even if you've never held a hammer. All
You
right.
gonna let me say something?
Go ahead.
We're gonna do a live demonstration of the exact tools that we use and our student use to help them speed up the process. So one of them was earlier when you seen that profit, that was one of our tools.
Absolutely. And we're going to give you a chance to work with us to get your first deal in 93 days. All right. So I'm going to drop that in the chat just to get it rolling
So
before I
before you
forget.
go too far, let me know the group we're dealing with. So if you've never done a deal before, give me a one in the chat.
Okay.
If you've done a deal before, give me a two in the chat. All right. I see
Okay. I see.
ones. What's up, Miss Turner? I see you in here.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay. I see some ones. I see some twos.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. For my people who gave me some ones, tell me what's your biggest holdup. Give me one thing.
Okay.
Give me one thing that stop you. Okay, finding the right deal, funding, where to start, community, knowledge.
Ooh.
She just kind of messed up my screen, so let's say,
Funding.
okay.
This
Okay,
guy.
funding,
Knowledge as
knowledge
well.
as
I
well.
see it.
Somebody had
I
to come back and
see
throw that knowledge in there.
it. I see it. I see it.
All
I see
right.
it.
Hey, listen, thank you for being honest. Thank you for being honest. All right, Ash, you gonna show us what this
Yeah, so let's talk about what happens when AI and real estate collides. All right. So first we're gonna walk through a deal and we're gonna see what happens when AI and real estate collide. So let me stop share real quick and show you the full screen. I think that will help you see it a lot more clearer. So what we're doing is we're entering into our AI app that Antonio and myself built. And we're gonna do a scope of work first. All right. We're gonna build the scope of work using our AI tool. Avery is our AI assistant. All right. And Avery is gonna help us determine how much the rehab should cost for a potential property so that we know exactly what to do. So,
while you doing that,
okay.
one of the biggest things we found in our journey of helping people is that they don't know what a deal looks like. And a lot of times, even if you teach them the analyzation part of it, the formula, a lot of them struggle with estimating the repairs. Like, I don't even have a clue of how much this stuff gonna cost. So we built this app right here to help you get a ballpark figure of how much things cost. The way that we structure our deals, the way that our system works, you got to become an A contractor. All right. And I'm not saying you got to sling hammers, but I'm saying you got to be able to manage the project. All right. That's how you're going to be able to do projects within your budget and you're going to be able to do scale and do multiple projects. So, what we did is we've created this Avery so that you can tell Avery about the project and Avery will give you a rehab budget and a scope of work. All right. All right. I see you typing in here.
Yeah, because I didn't have it up, so I'm just gonna type it real quick.
All right, what you got? Talk to me. And while you typing, understand you don't gotta be an expert, okay? The key to Avery is you gotta understand about how much it's gonna cost because you can finalize your rehab numbers once you get it under contract. All right. And the formula is built for a little wiggle room once you get it under contract. So you got to be able to tell Avery, hey, I'm going to paint the inside, I'm gonna paint the outside. The plumbing looks good, the electrical looks good. I'm gonna add a bathroom. I need to replace the roof. Just the obvious things. All right. If you can tell Avery the obvious things, then it can help you come up with a budget and a scope of work. And this isn't built off of just like random knowledge. We built this based on all the deals that we've done, over a 15, 20 year span of doing projects, over what's going on right now. Like, because things adjust over time. So this isn't just like you can go to ChatGPT and tell you, like, there's a total difference in having actual information from investors who's doing deals today than just general knowledge. All right. What you got going on down here, Ash?
Chat a lot. You know me. My brain started moving. So I need a scope of work for 1444 Main Street, Birmingham, Alabama. 35205 zip code. It has 1,200 square feet. I'm flipping this property. The foundation is good. There's no new electrical needed, no new plumbing needed. It is a 3 bedroom, 2 bath. I want to do a complete base rehab. I am a new investor. The HVAC is new and does not need anything done, but I do need a new roof. So let's see what Avery says. All right, so Avery just big back some things to me, and I'm gonna ask Avery to show it to me in a table so that way I can see it more clearly. All right, so Avery just literally built my scope of work and told me that if I do the basic things that I always do in a rehab, that since I'm a new investor, it's a $5,000 extra contingency. That's a what if something happens? They're giving me $5,000 on top of what I've put in there. So my scope of work comes up to $38,895. I'm gonna roll it to 39,000. All right. I'm not gonna say 38,895. I'm gonna say this is a 39,000 scope of work. It's gonna get me a new roof. It's gonna paint the exterior. It's adding appliances. It's doing my shower towel. It's doing my flooring. It's doing literally everything I need.
Well, all right. Can you do that? Can you look at pictures and tell Avery, yes, this is what I need? Give me a yes in the chat. If you
Okay.
feel like you can do what she just did and get that scope of work, give me a yes in the chat.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, yes. It's real simple. It's real simple. I see y'all. All right. So we know now our scope of work is $39,000. All right. So I'm going to next go to my smart offer calculator. All right. And I'm going to put in some potential comps. All right. I didn't go look up this property, so I ain't doing all that today. But I'm going to put in some potential comps so we can know how much should we offer on this house. All right. So our address was 144 Main Street. It was a 3-2. All right. Comp one was 145 Ann Street, and that was a 3-2.
While you're typing those comps out, let me say something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
When you're looking at comps, understand that when we say comps, we're saying comparables. Comparables is what we use to get the after repair value of the property. This is how we know how much our house is worth because we're going to look at the sold properties in the last 6 months in a 0.5 mile radius, and that's what we're going to use to get our ARV. All right. So when we say comps, these aren't properties listed on the market. These aren't properties that sold 2 years ago. These are properties that sold ideally in the last 6 months, ideally in a 0.5 mile radius. All right. So we like to use, all right. So the question was, what sites are you using for comps? We like to use the Valuator, and that is the most accurate thing that we found after being the agent stuff. The agent stuff is
After the
always the best
MLS.
after the MLS RPR. All right. But if you don't have a license, the next best thing is the Valuator. That's the best thing that we found so that we can use comp. We do not use homes.com,
Zillow.com,
Zillow.com,
Realtor.com,
Realtor.com, Redfin. Like you
Redfin.com.
are asking for trouble using those.
Those
You
are the absolutely worst ways to look for comps when you're looking at those sites because they're not giving you accurate comps. If something closed yesterday, I want to know that it closed yesterday because that can make or change my numbers. It's also not going to show me a radius. I need a radius, not a driving radius, but I need a radius of the area because that's what the appraisers are looking for when they appraise my property. So I want my comps to look like what the appraisal is going to come back as because if I don't, I'm setting myself up for failure. All right. So I would say,
Since I would say send a text because I do not have that link readily available for you, but
mhm,
I do have a link. So if you send a message back to the system that sent you this link, I can get you that link.
absolutely. All right. So I put in some comparables. I got 145 Ann Street sold for 295, 295,000. That was a 3-2. I got 189 Main Street. That was a 3-2. It sold for 290,000. I got 187 Taylor Street, and that was a 3-2, and that sold for 300,000. All right. Our rehab, we said was 39, right?
You rounded it to 40.
I did run the 40, but let's go back. Let's make it 39 because I told y'all I was saying 39.
All right.
All right, 39, and I'm gonna calculate my MAO. All right, I got it set for 70%. I don't like to go to 75 because 75 leaves me with no options if my appraisal comes back low, or if my house doesn't sell, it's gonna have to make me to have to come to the closing table potentially with money. All right,
Also, at 75%, you really lose the option to refinance
refinance.
on the property if it doesn't sell. So that's one of the things that a lot of new people are afraid of. Hey man, I put all this money into the house and it don't sell. What do I do? We always like to follow the formula because worst case scenario, you can refinance on the property. And if you follow the formula right, you can get your payment back and keep the property, either rent it or hold it and sell it later,
Mhm.
but you never be in a position where you have to sell it. If you go to 75%, you almost have to sell the property.
Absolutely. So where you want to go? You want to go 65 or 70% for your MAO?
Whatever you do, baby.
All right, so we're calculating that 70% of our MAO. All right, so what does this mean, Ashley? This means our ARV, our after repair value. That means how much will the house be worth after I put in that 39,000? It's going to be worth 295,000. That's my ARV. All right. The most that I can offer on this house is 167,500. All right. That allows me to have a profit. That allows me to do the rehab. All right. 167,500.
In the investor world, we like to call that our MAO, and
Mm-hmm.
that stands for maximum allowable offer. That's the most we can pay for the house if our rehab is 39,000 and our ARV is 295.
All right. So, oh, making me sign back in. So we've done our scope of work. We've done our smart offer. Do you want to see
Let's
profit?
see how much money we're
Y'all want
gonna
to see
make.
the profit? Tell me a yes in the chat if y'all want to see the
If
profit.
you was able to find this exact deal, how much money we'll be looking at? Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, absolutely. I see you. All right, let's go to the profit. So our purchase price is the 167,500. We know our rehab is 39,000. Do y'all remember what our ARV was?
295.
295. All right. Holding costs.
I would put 15,000 holding costs and 15,000 closing costs.
All right, we're gonna sell at 5% and let's calculate our profit. So this tells me that I can make a net profit of, if I did this deal without using any of my personal funds, I can literally make 43,750 on this deal doing it part-time as
That's
a
key.
side hustle. I can make 43,750. All
Who
right.
want to make 43,750 on their first deal? Give me a me in the chat. Give me a me in the chat. Who want to make 43,000 on their first deal?
I see y'all. I see y'all.
And like right yeah,
Your girl. Absolutely.
listen, y'all.
Absolutely.
That's the power of real estate, y'all. That's the power.
Hmm.
And a lot of times people in our industry they like to talk gross numbers.
Hmm.
Like what's the gross number? They don't tell you how much they spent for the money. They don't calculate how much was the holding cost. I'm talking a true $40,000 once everybody's paid back.
Hmm.
See, I put my caps on for that. Listen, that's what real estate looks like, y'all. And a lot of times we're afraid of real estate, but real estate is doable, y'all. You just got to put the work in. You got to get there. And it's not about, oh, I'm gonna do 5 deals. Like, just do one deal first.
Just do one
Just
deal.
do one deal. One deal can change everything. That first deal is all about confidence, y'all. It's
Hmm.
all about you changing your mindset and saying, I can do this.
Yeah.
Overcoming your fears and saying, I can do this. All right?
So what you guys experience is our real estate and AI app that we built so that it doesn't take forever to understand if I have a deal, if I don't have a deal. You can literally analyze deals quickly and be able to move on if it's a deal or if it's not a deal and not get emotionally attached. All
Yeah.
right. This is usually what I hear from people. Ash, like life is happening. I got this happening. The kids are happening. Everything happens. And I am here to tell you that there will never be a perfect moment. All right. Life is going to always happen. Bills are going to always be happening. Kids are always going to have something. There's going to be always something. But wealth only happens when you push through.
One thing I'll drop on that before you go too far is getting ready. It's not a feeling, y'all. It's a decision.
Hmm.
Like you're never gonna feel like you're ready. You just got to make a decision to say now is the time. You got to make a decision to say I'm gonna stop pushing this off for years.
Hmm.
Example. All right. Tell me the truth. Don't lie to me. How long have you been thinking about starting investing in real estate? Give me some years in the chat. Give me 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. This is my first time thinking about it. How long have you been thinking about 5 years?
Okay. Wait, is that 5 years or 5 months? 12.
12,
What is it, 12?
2.
You
I'm sorry, I'm going too fast.
are y'all saying 12
Somebody say
years?
a long time.
5 years? Oh my goodness, a year. Okay. Okay. A long time. Too many. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Listen, y'all, you're never going to feel ready. You just
Hmm.
got to make a decision to be ready. And you got to make a decision to take massive
Perfect
imperfect
action.
action.
Yeah.
That's how you get there. Massive imperfect action. All right?
Somebody
I'm
put
sorry, Ash.
procrastination in the chat. And it's not really procrastination. I think procrastination comes with the fear of unknown. So you procrastinate because you're not sure if you're making the right move. You don't want to take the risk, but understand that there is no reward without risk. All right.
I got something to say. So I'm gonna give y'all a heads up. Y'all, I am drinking this Celsius and I am going today. I don't never talk this much.
You don't.
All right. So I'm gonna get so she said procrastination, so I gotta talk about it. All right.
Okay.
We look at it as a seesaw. All right. Procrastination, fear,
Mhm,
all those things are here. Your knowledge is here.
mhm.
All right. Let me slide a little bit. All right. When you start getting more knowledge and confidence, all of those things start to go down. Your
Yeah.
fear.
I think you just want to rub on me at this point.
You gotta get more knowledge and guidance and accountability. That's where you're going to start feeling the most confidence and you're going to stop procrastinating. Because if you're getting information and it's just your information spinning around and around, you're never going to get there. All right. I'm sorry, Ashley, go. I want to rub on you.
That's what you wanted to do. All right. Most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they don't have the insider secrets. All right. So we're going to show you how to overcome these obstacles so that you can get into this first deal. All right. With the right process, you can get into your first deal in the next 93 days, even if you're lacking knowledge, money, or time. All right.
And I think Caleb is a great example. Caleb's going to have 2 deals in under 60 days under our mentorship.
Hmm.
Like facts, 2 deals, and he has no knowledge of real estate, y'all. Like he woke up and was like, "I'm gonna do real estate.
Now's the time.
Now's the time." No knowledge. He watched some stuff before joining, but within 60 days, he's gonna have 2 deals, bulk purchase,
Uh-huh.
ready to make some money. All right.
All right. So
You ain't do what I love, Ashley.
I'm gonna teach him on this one.
Why you teach him on that one?
Because you got Celsius, so you need to calm down.
She just
All
told
right,
me any
let
type of
me ask
way.
this question. Who would love to have an unlimited supply of deals coming to them daily? Drop yes in the chat if you would love to have an unlimited supply of deals coming to you daily. Ooh, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes,
Oh,
yes, yes, yes.
I think you may have skipped somebody earlier. They were saying deals are hard to find.
Okay, finding the right market based on living in New York City. So, what if I tell you that we have several investors that live in New York and New Jersey area, and they buy properties all throughout the country, just not in those areas, and they have no problem. Philadelphia,
Massachusetts,
Massachusetts, in Montgomery,
Oregon.
in Tennessee, like they're buying in different areas to make a return. All right. I see y'all yeses. Okay. Beginners don't fail because they can't invest. They fail because they don't know what to look for. All right.
So we have what we call a deal finder playbook. All right. The deal finder playbook is made up of three components. All right. There's wholesalers, there's realtors, and there's your network.
That's right.
All right. If you look at this picture to the that's they left, my left,
To the
same
left.
left.
Yes, with the
That's
couple.
Tamar, that's Tamar and Brittany.
Mhm.
I mean, just 'cause you say couple though.
You're,
Okay, all right, go. All right, it's all right with the
you're
couple.
welcome. Nobody else has two people.
I got you. That's Tamar and Brittany. They joined our program, and within the first 100 days, they had three properties under contract.
Mhm.
They dove into this deal finder playbook and really killed it. The part that they really excelled in was the wholesaler part.
Mhm.
All right. So if you ain't got your pen and paper, I'm finna give you some game on these wholesalers. All right. And I'm finna give you a step by step on what to do. All right. So the first thing I need you to do is I need you to create a email.
Create a new email. All right.
A brand new Gmail, free email, don't pay for nothing. All right. You're gonna create a Gmail. All right. The Gmail might be Antonio Buys houses.
It goes
Uh
for us
whatever
at
you
Gmail.
created, something
Whatever.
simple, memorable, easy to spell. All right.
Key. Easy to spell.
Easy to spell. All right.
Mhm.
Once you create that email, what I want you to do is I want you to go on Facebook and I want you to look for the wholesaler groups in your area. All right. So I'm gonna give you some key things to look for. Look for we're in Birmingham, so I'm gonna use Birmingham. Birmingham off-market deals.
Mhm.
Alabama wholesale groups.
Mhm.
Give me another one, Ashley.
Texas off-market deals. Texas real estate investors.
Yes. So you're gonna find all of these groups, all right? And what you're looking for the groups that got all the ugly houses. All
Mhm.
right. You got to find a group that got all the ugly houses. Once you join that group, I want you to do two things. First thing I want you to do is make a post in each group.
Mhm.
Tell them your name, a little bit about you, and that you're looking to buy your next investment property in 30 days.
Hey, my name is Ashley. I live in Birmingham or I live in New York. I'm looking to buy a deal in the Birmingham area in the next 28 days. Please send me any deals that you have. Please send me any off-market deals you have. Please send me any investor-friendly deals that you have. Please send me any potential flips that you
All
have.
right. And put your email on that post.
Mhm.
All right. That's the first thing you're gonna do once you join the groups. The second thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go in that group and you're gonna find all the houses that they've posted, and you're gonna put that same email under those posts
As a comment.
as a comment. All right. Even if you do not want the house,
Yes.
even if the house costs too much, even if the price is too low, even if it's in an area you do not desire, that's not the important thing right now.
Mhm.
The important thing is to put your email on every one of them posts. And what happens is the wholesalers will see your email and they'll start adding you to their buyers list.
Mhm.
All right, that's what we're doing. We're trying to get on as many wholesalers as possible buyers list.
Mhm.
All right, once you get on a buyers list, then they're going to start sending you emails every day of deals they have.
Yeah.
All right.
So this allows you to have an unlimited supply of deals come into that email box because You're going to be posting your email. Other wholesalers are going to see that you posted your email, and you're going to start having deals come to that email box every day for you to analyze and make offers on. All
You
right.
got to make the offers though.
You got to make the offers. This is what we teach, and this is one of the ways that we teach in our Deal Finder playbook. So can y'all do that? Was that simple enough for you guys to do? Put a yes in the chat if it was simple enough for you guys to do. I want to make sure I didn't lose anyone with it, or Antonio didn't lose anyone.
And if you don't,
But you
if you
got
got
it.
a question, ask your questions about any of those steps we got. Um,
Simple. Somebody says I've done this before. I get a few deals a week. Good,
you
good,
gotta
good.
do it more.
Yes.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it
Ooh.
more. She put, just don't see them work. Okay.
It just don't seem worth it. Someone said I can do that part. That's the easy part. All right, that's the easy
That
part.
listen to me, y'all. If you're following a system, it's gonna be easy. The
Hmm.
one thing I tell you, Miss Turner, is I don't care what they're asking.
Right.
That doesn't bother me. If they asking for 150,000, but my MAO, all right. So let me see this. Who know what MAO stand for? Give it to me in the chat. MAO, first person.
If you remember what MAO stands for, put it in the chat.
MAO. Give it to me. I see you, Miss Turner. All right. So Rodney put, I'm a wholesaler. It can definitely be lucrative.
Absolutely. All
You
right.
gotta connect with them, all right? So
MAO stands for your maximum allowable offer. That is the max that you can offer on a deal.
all right. So what I want you to do, Miss Turner, is I don't care what the wholesaler tell me the price is.
Hmm.
If they're asking for $150,000 and my MAO is $100,000, I'm making my offer based on that $100,000,
Not the
not
150.
their 150. And what you understand is that a lot of times wholesalers put numbers on properties that don't make sense.
Hmm.
Prime example with Miss Barnes deal. Her property was listed for $140,000.
Hmm.
Uh, we can show it to you, just document it.
She offered 90,000. And by the time they finished negotiating, she was at 100,000, I think 500, if I'm
Yes.
not mistaken.
Like that's where they ended up at.
Hmm.
Listed on the internet for 140,000. She ended up getting it for $100,600.
There we go. That's what it was.
So what happens is a lot of times when you see a property and you see that price is crazy, you don't even make the offer.
Make the offer.
Make the offer. Make the offer. You never know how motivated a seller is until you put an offer in front of them.
That's right. All right. I'm gonna say this, and I need y'all to type this in the chat. All right. So when I say this, I need y'all to type it in the chat. I'm gonna say I love, and I want y'all to put investing. All right. So I'm giving y'all a second. You ready?
Go, go.
I love,
Investing.
I love.
Investing.
Let's go.
I see you. I
Let's
see you. I
go.
see you,
Let's
Miss
go.
Jones, Miss
Let's
Turner,
go.
Miss Canada. Oh, they coming in
Ooh, I
fast.
see you.
I
I
can't
see
even
you.
see
I
them that
see you. I
fast. I can't
see
even
you.
see them that fast.
Let's go. Let's go, Tanya. Let's go, Rebecca. Let's go, Mary. Let's go, Tasha. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Mark. Let's go. Let's go. I see y'all. All right, let's get it. 90% of millionaires become so through owning real estate. All right. This is not a Denmark fact. This is an Andrew Carnegie fact. All right. Who would love to have enough funding options to do multiple deals at one time? Give me a yes in the chat.
Yes, 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 yes. Ashley, show me the way.
Yes, me. Absolutely. Yes, 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 yes.
Man, y'all are locked in.
Absolutely. All right. So there's always money for a new deal. All right. You
No, no,
just,
no, 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 no. You didn't say that right. You said there's always money for a new deal.
there's always money for a deal. All right.
There's always money for a good deal.
That's key.
It's gotta be a good deal. It can't
That's
just
key,
be
Tonya.
any type of deal.
That's key.
All right?
All right. There's always money for a good deal. You just need to know where to look. All right. So go, Tonya. I know you about to talk. Go.
I ain't finna talk. I'm
Just
finna
go.
talk.
I know.
I ain't finna
Just
talk. I'm finna talk.
there's all absolutely Chastity. Absolutely. I see you. All right. So I'm going to talk about, well, we're going to talk about Michelle and Andre. All right. So if you see us standing outside with the lady and the man, we're standing outside. This is at one of our property walkthroughs. All right. We did a property walkthrough at their latest property and they were telling everybody about the deal. All right. The ARV for this deal was 550,000. They purchased it for 175,000. The rehab was 80,000. All right. They got a purchase and rehab loan from an hard money company. And with that purchase and rehab loan, they had to bring some funds to the table. So they didn't have to bring much. They had to bring basically closing costs and they had to show some money in the bank to start up their rehab.
Yeah. When they did that, they got some of those funds from business funding. All right. So it's some, I can't give you everything right now, but just know that they use business funding in relationship with the hard money. And what we like to call that is dynamic funding.
Mhm.
Like that's one way that we do deals without using our own money. We love to teach on our 5 dynamic funding methods because once you understand how money works, once you start looking at money differently,
Mhm.
then you start opening yourself up to do more deals. All right. So with the hard money part of it, hard money would give you 100% of the money to buy the property. They'll also give you 100% of the money to rehab the property. All right. Most people are like, man, I'm not bank qualified. I can't go to no bank and get funding. That's why we use hard money.
Right.
Hard money is not asking, the right hard money lender isn't asking what's your credit score. The right hard money lender isn't asking for your tax returns.
Mhm.
The right hard money lender isn't asking how long you've been on the job. The right hard money lender isn't asking to show me your proof of income from your job. All right. Hard money plays by a different set of rules.
That's
So
right.
they're not asking what's your DTI. All right. Those are things that people who don't do real estate, they don't understand them things. So they feel like they got to go a traditional route to get hard money. All right. That is
Mhm.
not true, y'all. I'm going to tell you what you need to get hard money. You need a deal.
Key.
You need a deal. You got to follow their system. From the calculator we use, that 75% system, you got to follow that system.
Mhm.
All right. The second thing you need is money in the bank. All right. I ain't saying it's got to be your money. Just know you need money in the bank and you're going to need an LLC. All
Mhm.
right. Once you get those 3 things, you can get funding, y'all. And
Mhm.
it's not, I got to save $100,000 to start investing in real estate. That's not true.
No.
All right. That's just listening to the wrong people.
Yeah, because Barnes then brought $11,000 to closing to get that deal started. All right. Michelle and Andre, they brought about 12,000 to closing. Tanya, do the numbers for me real
Why
quick.
you going to put me on the spot like that?
Do the numbers. Y'all want Tanya to do the numbers on how much this deal would potentially make with Michelle and Andre. The purchase price was 175. The rehab was
You,
80.
you got a calculator for
You
that.
want me to do the calculator?
Do the calculator while I answer the
Okay.
question. All right. So somebody put, you're suggesting to get a LLC. That is such a great question. All right.
Because it did sound like you
That
were
is such
suggesting
a
that.
great question. If you do not have a LLC, do not worry about it. All right. Yes, I know what I just said. When it comes to hard money funding, if you do not have a LLC, do not worry about it. Let's take action and let's get something under contract. All right. Once you have the property under contract, you can create your LLC then. A LLC takes an hour to create, 30
Mhm.
minutes. All right. So a lot of times people waste time saying, I got to get everything in line. I got to get me
Before
an
I take
LLC.
action.
No, don't worry about the LLC. Now, if you're doing business funding, that's a total different conversation.
Right.
All right. But if you're saying, hey, I want to do hard money. You do not need a LLC to do hard money, all right? To make your offers. You can create that LLC after you get the property under contract. So the things I'm telling you to go drop your email and all that, go do that stuff first.
Get a deal.
Get a deal, and then you can create the LLC. All right?
All right, so we're gonna do this deal. Their holding costs are gonna be about 20,000.
Okay.
All right, sell closing costs 15, selling 5. We're gonna calculate their net profit on this deal is gonna be $232,500.
That's what I'm talking about.
Even if they held it a little longer, let's say they held it a little longer and they holding
Man, you
costs
can hold that thing
end up being
forever.
40,000.
But this is what real estate look like when you follow a system, when you follow
Mhm.
the formula, y'all. This is what it looks like. They use the deal
They
finder
use the deal
playbook.
finder playbook. They
They
literally
they they
found this
use the
deal.
deal finder playbook, y'all. Like I'm telling you exactly how they found it. And we just talked about the wholesaler, but we ain't got time to talk about all of them. But they use the deal finder playbook to find it. All right. I see another question popping there.
All right. What about a sole Ooh, I mess that word up every time.
That'll work too. As long as you got an EIN number, you good. Now you can't use your
Propri
social, but as long as you got an EIN number, you good. Like that LLC stuff is secondary.
hmm I love,
Investing.
I love.
Investing. All right, so
Let's
I got a
go.
question.
What's your question?
How many of you guys think that if you learn all five dynamic funding methods, that money won't be an issue no more? Give me a yes in the chat. Give me a yes in the chat. Give me a yes in the chat. If I learn all five ways, money is never an issue.
Yes, 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 absolutely. Yes, yes. Well, of course, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Somebody said you just need to load up on the funding. Yes, 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 yes.
So you been you is that say Evelyn, right?
Yep, Evelyn.
Evelyn, you been holding out on us. You ain't want to talk to us. I
Let's
think
go,
I think
let's
I think
go.
I think that money mail struck your nerve. Oh, you driving? I
Okay,
back
okay,
off. I back off. I back off. I give
okay.
you that. I
Be
give you
safe,
that.
be
I give you
safe,
that.
be
I give you
safe.
that. I give you that.
All right, all right. Is there anyone in here that feels like finding a good contractor is hard to find when it comes to investing? Finding a good contractor is hard to find. If that's you, put me in the chat.
Boom.
Okay, I see you, Rebecca. I see you, Ernest. Yes. I see you, Courtney. I see you. I see you. I
I
see
see
you.
Keisha.
Let's go. I see you. All right. So, the key to finding a good contractor, all right, is understanding how to control your rehab. All right. So, you got to understand how to control that rehab. Even if you've never managed a contractor before, you got to be able to control that rehab. All right. What we like to do to control that rehab is utilize our A plus contractor system. All right. This helps us to manage and find the contractors and to make sure that we're paying the right price when it comes to the renovation.
All right, I got bad news for you. Those
Okay.
contractors that you used at your personal house, they're not the same contractor you're going to use on your investment property. All
Mm.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, she just said 20 years.
I see you. I
Ooh,
see you.
I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. All right. They're not the same. All right. When you get into this investment world, you have to become the A plus contractor. All right. I'm not telling you got to go sling a hammer. I'm not telling you got to go paint a wall. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to become excellent at managing the budget. You got to become excellent at managing people. You got
Mm-hmm.
to become excellent at managing expectations.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But you got to become excellent at the paperwork side of it. All right. We like to break contractors up into four categories. You got A contractors, B contractors, C contractors, and D contractors. All right. Your A contractors are your big box companies.
Yep.
Those are the ones that got the big wrap trucks. Those are the ones where the man come out, he got his collar shirt on and his boots
He could do an invoice. He could do a scope of work right on site.
on site. Those are A contractors, all right? You're not going to use A contractors on your investment properties. All right. The next level is a B contractor. All right. They got a couple crews. They good at what they do. They might even specialize on having master's license in a certain category.
Right.
All right. Then you got your C contractors. That's usually a 2 to 4 man crew. They all can do something a little different. They're not good on the computer side. They're good with their hands.
They're
They're
crafty.
crafty. All
Yes.
right. Then you got D contractors. That's more like handyman, 1 man team, man in the truck type thing.
Yeah.
Where you have to grow is you have to be able to become an A contractor and use the B and C contractors to get your job, to get your rehabs did.
Yeah.
That's the game changer right there.
Hmm.
If you don't master that part, your numbers are never going to pencil out to work. You're always going to be going over budget. You're never going to find a deal because you're only relying on A contractors to give you information.
So what does being an A contractor look like? That means you're managing the property. That means you're managing the budget. You're managing that rehab. You're doing contracts. You are managing the material and you're breaking down the material. It means you're not giving money up front
Yes.
because you don't want to lose your leverage before the project even starts. All right. It is about having leverage on your deal because at the end of the day, it's not the contractor's deal. This is your deal. This is your investment, and you should control it.
And I'm not saying get a contractor license. That's not what I'm saying.
Absolutely
They
not.
gonna have the license. You just gotta manage them.
Hmm.
All right. If you manage them right, you can do deals forever. All right. The one thing I tell you is that when you're dealing with contractors, there's a triangle. All
Hmm.
right. There's time, there's quality, and there's price.
Hmm.
All right. I'm gonna say it again.
The triangle.
Time. You think you're part of the Rock Nation?
It felt
You've been
like it
dying
just
to do that
did.
all
It
your
felt
life.
like it.
Listen, there's time, there's quality, and there's price. All
Hmm.
right. In my experience of doing all these deals I've done, you're never going to find contractors that meet all three.
Yeah.
All right.
And what does that mean? That means you're not going to find the cheapest contractor to give you great quality and to have it done like yesterday. It just doesn't work.
They don't exist.
Mm-mm.
If you want high quality and you want it done right now, you're going to pay for that, y'all.
Hmm.
That's not going to be cheap. Just point blank, period. Where a lot of people go wrong is they're looking for the cheapest contractor that
Hmm.
got the best quality that can get their work done yesterday.
Hmm.
It's not going to happen.
So what you got to do is you got to pick two of the three that's important to you. So if quality and price is good, then I know it's going to take longer than my expectations. All right. If timing and quality is good, then I know I'm going to pay more because of it. All right. So pick which ones are the most important to you. And it doesn't have to be for your entire project. It can be for contractors specifically. It can be, hey, for my electrician, I need to make sure that I have quality and I have a good price. So I know my electrician is going to take a little longer. So I'm going to start him in the beginning or her in the beginning so that it doesn't slow down my progress. So just identify what those three things you're looking for and then pick the contractors accordingly based on your budget and your timeline and
And
expectations.
this can be learned, y'all.
Hmm.
Like, this is not something that is just rocket science. You just got to understand it, practice it, and keep moving.
All
You
right.
got to do it.
You got to do it. All right. Tamika, I want to talk about Tamika. Tamika
Okay.
is the young lady right here in the middle. Well, not in the middle, in the end. In the middle. She's in the middle. Y'all get it. You get it. The middle of the stream. There we go.
Next to me with the hat on.
Yes, with Tonio with the hat on. Tamika had been in our program for about a year and a half. All right. She has had success on all of her projects. This is the sixth deal where it was her sixth deal where she was doing it by herself and she said, I get it. I finally got it. She sent us a message. She sent us a text message and said, I finally got it. And we said, Mika, like, well, what's going on? What did you get? And she said, I made money on my rehab. This is the first time that I have made money on my rehab.
And the key was, it wasn't that she didn't make money on her projects. It was just that she mastered the A plus contractors
She mastered it.
playbook. That
Hmm.
toolkit, she mastered it to
Hmm.
where she wasn't taking anything from contractors. She was awarding jobs, not accepting quotes.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
She was controlling the rehab, controlling the funds. And she said by the time her rehab was done, she had 7,500 in her bank account because she didn't overpay on materials. She didn't overpay on the contractors. She didn't spend so much time on the rehab and not managing it correctly. So she made money on this deal. She made money in several ways. She made money when she bought the house because she was a realtor. She made money on the rehab because she didn't spend a lot of money, wasting time, spending unnecessary dollars, giving the contractor full control. And then she made money when she flipped the house. All right. Y'all, these results aren't typical. Let me say that. But when you follow a proven system, when you follow the playbook and you don't deviate and try to create your own plans and do your own thing, you can have that same success.
Facts.
All right.
Facts.
I love,
Investing.
I love.
Investing.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, Miss Council, it said, I love how you both are breaking this down. I'm glad you love it. I'm glad you love it. I'm glad that I broke it down
And
for
make
you.
sure I say this. If we say something you don't understand it, y'all
Please tell
ask the
us.
question.
Yeah.
Like, ask the question so you can understand it. A lot of times, it's the little things that stop us. Like, we have the big picture sometimes, but it's the little things that stop
Hmm.
us, that slows us down from making a decision or taking that step
Hmm.
or doing what's going to help us get over the hump.
Absolutely. I see Rebecca said, will we receive a copy of this recording? So the people who, if you've upgraded to VIP, then you will see a copy. You'll have a copy of this recording as well as the Jumpstart course. If you have not, send us a text message, and what we'll do is send you out the link. I think is how much to
It's
upgrade.
like $37, something like that.
It's $37, but you can get the replay and be able to watch it again if you need to.
Yep.
I see my investings in the chat. I see my I love investings in the chat. Good, good, good. I see y'all. All right. Who wants a community of like-minded people that you can lean on every step of the way so that you're not spinning your wheels, talking to friends who don't understand you, don't know where you're coming from? If that is you, put me in the chat. Yes, 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 yes. I see all my me's. Okay, okay. If you can give me small pockets of focus time, you guys, then I can literally help you change your financial future. All right.
We talked about time, talent, treasure early. All right. We talked a little bit about becoming a bank. That's what Caleb did. All right. Being a part of a community is so important, y'all,
Hmm.
because I can almost guarantee you, because I feel strongly about this. When you go to talk to your friends about this stuff, they might think you a little crazy. Just to be honest with you,
They're
like you
probably,
don't have people that you can talk to and say, "Man, I want to do this, I want to do that," and they encourage you
yeah,
and they
yeah.
tell you, "Man, this is how you can do it." All right, I am here to tell you. All right, you are not crazy. All right, you are not crazy. All right, this is what I believe in my hearts of hearts. Every family has been tapped with a chosen one. All
Hmm.
right.
Hmm.
And that chosen one is to change the trajectory of your family.
Yeah,
All right. You have been tapped to do something extraordinary.
yeah.
All right. It's not by chance you own this car. Like, that's not a coincidence. Like, you're not crazy because you feel these things. You're not crazy because you have these visions, and it's almost a delusion. Like, you have delusions that you believe can happen.
Hmm.
All right. What you really need is a community of people that's going to help you make those delusions become realities. Because once those delusions become reality, those same people that was around you who didn't listen to you, they're gonna be asking you to teach them how you did it.
Hmm.
What you did. Can I get in with you?
What I found is, I like that, Tonya. What I found is, it is the things that you feel most strongly about. If you don't, people are going to think that you are crazy. They're going to think that your idea is unattainable, is unreachable. Like, no, you can't do this. Nobody from our community has ever done that. Nobody from our area has ever done it. Like, your dream is too big. There's nowhere you're going to reach. There's no way you're going to possibly reach it. But let me say this, I want you to stick to it. I want you to go crazy. I want you to go hard about your dreams. All right. I want you to go insane about your dreams. And I guarantee you, when your dreams start to become a reality, they're going to think you're a genius. Right now, they may think you're crazy, but if you stick to it, they're going to think you're a genius. And then they're going to be asking you, help me, show me the way, show me how to do it. I want to do it too. And you become a genius all of a sudden, but at first, it's crazy. All right.
If you look at this picture to the left with Miss Tangela and Miss Q, that's their story.
Mm-hmm.
They did not know each other, y'all. They didn't know each other. They met at one of our conferences and
Mm-hmm.
they became partners. All right. Miss Q, she had some talent, she had some time. I said that backwards.
Miss Q had treasure
Yes.
and she had talent. And Miss Tangela had a combination of talent and time.
Yes. So Miss I can't get the name right.
Miss Tangela.
Miss Tangela, she understood, she was a real estate agent. So
Hmm.
she understood how to sell properties. She had connections to get different investments. They partner together, they do two deals together, make a boatload of money just
Hmm.
off of a connection in the room with other people. All
Hmm.
right.
To
And for you go too far.
okay.
We talk about partnerships, but we're not saying you got to do every deal with somebody.
Yeah.
We're saying you just do enough partnerships to where you get all three, and now you can go off on your own if you want to. That's a choice.
Yeah. Now you got time, you got talent, and you got treasure.
Now you start dictating the situations that you put yourself in.
Hmm.
All right? But you got to be around like minded people, y'all. You got to.
We built
Hold up before you go far. I like when you talk about your freezer thing. Your hot people.
okay,
Talk about
okay,
that. Talk about
okay,
that. Talk about that. Talk about that. Talk about that. Talk about that.
okay.
Talk about that. Talk about that.
All right. So listen, it doesn't matter how hot, how motivated, how enthusiastic you are, all right? You can't do it alone. If I put you as hot as you are, as outgoing as you are, as motivated as you are, all right? If I put you in the freezer with cold things in a cold environment, all right? If I put you in that freezer, you are not going to be hot anymore. You are going to be just like the temperature around you, all right? You're going to freeze to death. Your surroundings, your community, the people that you have in your life, your circle, it matters, all right? It doesn't matter how hot you are. In order to stay hot, you got to be around a community that's hot. You got to be around a community with like minded people because if you are outside of that community, things go left. You become cold. You don't have the drive that you once had. So challenge yourself. Am I around a community that's feeding me? Am I around people that's feeding me faith instead of telling me I can't do it? All right. Those things are so important. I had someone, we were at our meetup last week, and it was Tamika that actually said this. She said, every time that I feel like I'm going left, I get back in the room. She said, because it is in the room where I continue to go. I push past my limits. I get out of my head. See, most of the time it's in our head. We feel like we can't do it. We talk ourselves out of it. We feel like we got to be in this little bubble, but bust that bubble and get a part of a community. We've built a community of over 250 like-minded people that are literally ready to help you on your journey, all right? Because they understand that someone helped them on their journey. They understand the power of the community. They understand the power of giving. And they know that if I'm not in a giving posture, I can't expect to receive the blessings and the things that I need in my life. So we can't be like this and say, I'm going to keep it all to myself. I'm going to hold it in. Because when you cross those arms, you can't expect to receive. But when you are giving, you're also in a posture to receive.
All right. So look, I told you to give me a story, but you just like went. Boom.
You dying to talk,
You
ain't
maybe
you?
went too far. All right. I
Put me
still
back
love you.
in.
All right,
Okay.
you good. You good. All right. I got a question. I got a question. I got a question. It's a big question. I don't want you to just put yes because I say put yes. All right. Do you feel like joining the Denmark community will accelerate your path in real estate? It'll get you to that first deal. It'll get you around like-minded people that can help you grow. Give me a yes in the chat. Give me a yes in the chat. It don't matter where you at. Like, understand, community don't have to be tangible.
It don't have to be in your backyard. I see some
Yes,
yeses in the
yes,
chat.
yes.
I
That's
see
what I'm
it.
talking about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So I know we've given you a lot of information. You probably feel like our AI twins right here on this screen. Like, oh my gosh, my head is about to explode. All
I
right.
give you about 7 on my AI twin.
You're a hater. You didn't create your own AI twin. Listen, we are here to literally help you get from the sidelines and get into the game. All right. We're gonna help you over the next 93 days, get you to where you need to be. We can't possibly teach you everything that we've learned on this journey in this masterclass alone. All right. It's a lot, but we are committed to really showing you and walking you through those steps so that you're not spinning your wheels and trying to figure it out on your own. All right.
Here go a price tag. Boom. I'm lying.
No,
You can't buy nothing on this call, y'all.
nothing's for sale here.
The only thing you can do is book a call with us
Hmm.
to see if we'll get fit for each other.
Hmm.
All right. We've created X Flipper Academy, and that's our baby. Like, that's a foundational program. That's where we help people get their first deal in 93 days without using their own money and avoiding those struggles that you've been experiencing for the last 5 years, 6 years, 10
10
years,
years,
20
20
years,
years.
somebody say.
Yeah.
All right. That's why. If you are interested in working with us, man, book a call. We can talk about it. Even on that call, you can't buy nothing. All right.
Hmm.
We don't believe in just selling people stuff. We believe in creating relationships and presenting opportunities. All right.
Someone said, I have my call tomorrow evening. I'm excited. Someone said, I booked my call. Someone said, your spirit is very welcoming. I signed up and didn't remember. I'm grateful for the love and the
No
passion.
problem. That's why we're here. And we
Absolutely.
understand that our community isn't for everybody. All
Yes.
right. You got to be invited into our community because we
Hmm.
protect our community. Like, we believe that we want go-givers in our community. We
Hmm.
want people that's willing to help in our community. We want action takers in our community. If you're thinking about getting into real estate, this isn't the community for you.
Yeah.
All right. This is not it. This community is for people that's willing to say, I know I want to do real estate, and whatever you tell me to do, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
do it.
do it. Yes.
All right.
If you tell me to make 5 offers, I'm gonna make 10 offers because this is what I need to be doing. This is my next step, and I'm ready to go in. No excuses. I'm just gonna go full throttle.
If you're not a fit for our community, we'll tell you what we recommend for you.
Hmm.
All right. So either way it go, after this call, you're going to be in a better position than you was before the call. All right.
Absolutely. All right. So let's get you scheduled. I dropped it right there in the chat. It is www.xflipper.com/apply. And let me walk through real quick, Tonya, of what it will look like
You're not
when
gonna
you
ask
go
them
to
for
that.
all their kids' information
I
also.
don't want to know your grandkids, your kids' info, but I'm gonna show you what I am gonna ask. All right. It's very simple, y'all. It's not a lot. All right. So you're gonna go here. It's gonna look like this, and you're gonna click on apply now. What's gonna happen is you're gonna get a strategy call with us. We'll review your goals, your current situation, and like Antonia said, if you're a good fit, we'll walk you through your options. If not, we're gonna help you leave with clarity so that you still know what your next steps are.
Yep.
So click apply. You're gonna put your first name, your last name, email, and phone number, and then you're gonna answer just a few questions. All right. What's your biggest challenge right now? Where are you currently in your investing journey? Because we understand everyone comes at in different levels. Um, what are your goals for the next 6 to 12 months? And you're just gonna answer these questions. All right. And then hit apply and book my free strategy call. That's it.
That's it.
All right. So if you haven't did it, go ahead and do it. If you've done it, I want y'all to drop it in the chat. Tell me once you apply and book your call. So that way I know you guys are on the calendar and you're good to go.
Drop done in the chat once you book your call.
Absolutely. All right. Oh, I see somebody just put it. Done, 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 done. All right, let me go back. Antonio's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing,
Gotcha. I
Ashley?
gotcha. All right. So Joy put transforming one door at a time, Joy the investor. I'm a product of the Denmark's mentorship. I got started with zero of my money. Let me say this. If Joy can do it, you can do it too. All right. You want to talk about Joy?
When Joy came to us, her biggest thing was money, credit. She didn't have it, but she
Mhm.
was a real estate agent. All right.
Mhm.
And what she did was she found the deal and she brought it to the group, similar to Barnstore.
Mhm.
She brought it to the group and she partnered with some experienced investors that was in the group. The experienced investors brought the money. They did the deal together. They both made $25,000 a piece on this one deal. She
And
didn't put any of her money into the deal.
this deal took less than 45 days from start to sold. Less than 45 days to get it done. So if Joy can do it,
You
you
can
can
do it.
most certainly do it. All right. Malden said, it's a family affair at the closing table. Latest purchase, latest project officially sold. We had numerous of showings, multiple offers, under contract, all in 48 hours. Sold for $10,000 over list price. Listen, if they can do it, you can do it. This is them with their kiddos because it is important to not just do it for ourselves, but it is important to show our kids, to show our nieces, our nephews, our grandkids. We want to show them the process because we want them to know that they can do it too. All right.
They used one of our dynamic funding methods and got $200,000 private money to invest in their deals.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Someone put, if God did it for Joy, he can do it for me. Amen. Amen. Oh, absolutely. I said, God bless you all for not being gatekeepers. So we understand that we've been put here on this journey for a reason. All right. We understand that it is our duty to give, give, give. So when I say that we have to be in a posture to give, we understand that because we understand what being in a posture like this does. All right. We understand how that blocks. But we also understand that if we help enough people reach their goals, then God will allow us to reach our goals. But we have to give first before we can receive. Someone said, that's my problem. I don't have the money, but I'm teachable. All right,
Mm,
let's book a call. Someone said, I've already booked my call. Good. I see you,
God,
Carlos. Good, good.
that don't say Carlos.
It does say Carlos. It said I'm booked right there. You're talking about
Yeah,
counsel.
yes.
Counsel said, I don't have enough. Yeah, but I'm teachable. I'm talking about
Trying to
Carlos
say
right there.
tomorrow at 11
All right, good,
in the
good.
hospital.
So, Dietrich said, contacting the Denmarks to be my mentor was by far the best decision that I could have ever made. First of all, they guided me to increase my credit score 135 points in a little over 4 months. Stop procrastinating and join a team that genuinely loves to see others win. The Denmark's program is definitely 5 stars. If Dietrich can do it, you can too. What Dietrich did was after we helped her raise her credit score 135 points, she got 167,000 in business funding shortly after we helped her increase her credit score. What we do is we know exactly what makes the needle move with credit, all right? So she didn't have to go through credit repair. She didn't have to apply for tons of cars. We literally structured her credit so that she didn't have to get any new inquiries. And she got 167,000 in business funding just for following our steps and our process. All right. Dee not only invests in her own projects, but she also lends to others in the community. All right. She also invests in other deals. And what she gets is what I call in your sleep money. to where she's not only doing her own deals, but she's investing in others and getting a return without physically doing the labor, without physically doing the work. All right. That's what I call in your sleep money.
All right, you done talk. I got so much stuff to say, but I don't want to. All
Oh,
right,
Celsius,
all
come
right.
out.
Celsius is like come through, come through,
Done.
y'all.
I see you, Sherelle. I see
Y'all,
you.
let me make sure I say this, y'all. And I know this is gonna sound crazy. Real estate is great, all right? It's great, but real estate is not the end goal, all right?
Hmm.
Real estate is a vehicle that we use to generate money. The end goal is to become the bank.
Hmm.
The end goal is to make our money work for us, all right?
Bam.
It's real estate is not the end goal, all right? And I know it might mess with you a little bit. The end goal is making my money make babies, all right? And when my money make babies, I can spend that money to do the things I want to do, all right? I guess all
Mm.
I got. Go.
Dunn said, y'all out here doing the Lord's work because that in your sleep money is what I've been praying and I got led here. Oh my goodness. That just
That's
says
it. It's
chills up my body. Oh my goodness. Dunn, I know this may sound crazy. It may not sound crazy. Let me just say this. The things that we pray for when we're riding in the car in the morning with our kids is to allow us to be a blessing to God's people. And we never really know what it's going to look like, but we always know when He does it.
and I'm gonna say this to add on. A lot of times, y'all, we praying for stuff, and our prayers are being answered right in front of us, but we be too afraid to take the step.
Yeah.
Like you're praying for things and opportunities are being presented, but you're so afraid to take that step to explore it, y'all. Understand that. Like he's giving you, like some of y'all are praying for these things we're talking about.
Hmm.
Like don't shy away from
Rebecca said, yep, and we miss it. Yeah. Not anymore. Not anymore. We're not missing it anymore. I see my book. I see my books in the chat. I see y'all.
it. Y'all running them up.
I see y'all. Absolutely. Tyner said the Denmarks have been incredibly supportive and knowledgeable throughout our journey. Their insights into the market and strategic advice have been invaluable, helping me navigate challenges with confidence. They genuinely care about my growth and success, always taking the time to answer my questions and provide constructive feedback. Thanks to their guidance, I feel more equipped to thrive, sorry, in this industry. Um, if Tina can do it, y'all can do it.
Yes.
A picture that this picture right here to me speaks like so many words right here because the guy that has on the blue is the mobile notary and he is literally this is a closing. They're at our office doing a closing and the mobile notary said, "Listen, I keep coming to this office to do these closings. Like I understand that these people are your students like what's going on?" He's like, I've been to other offices and they said they're your students. Like, what is really going on? Like, how do I join? And guess what? The mobile notary is also our student.
And he's got his first deal.
And he's got his first deal. He's also invested in two other deals, all right, where he's getting in your sleep money, all right. So what I can say is if they can do it, y'all, you can do it. It's about being a part of a community, being around people who can literally feed you and help you get to the next level. Don't try to figure it out on your own, all right? So let's talk about who this is for. All right. This is for people with full-time jobs who want to invest on the side. All right. I'm not saying do real estate full time. No, this is for people with a busy life. All right. Have full-time jobs and they just want to build some wealth. They want to build financial freedom on the side as a side hustle. All right.
It's for beginners who don't know where to start. All right. This is for people, man. I've been trying to do this. I'm all over the place. I need a roadmap. I need a blueprint. I
Mm-hmm.
need you to say, do A, B,
B, C.
C, D.
Yes.
That's who this is for.
Yes.
All right. If you got ADHD like my wife and you be all over the place, this will bring it in and give you a plan on how to reach your goals. All right.
Absolutely. This is for people who want to invest without using their own money, all right? Without using their personal capital. This is for you.
All right, this is for people who want to use AI to speed up their deal finding, their deal analysis, and getting them off the sideline. If you're not using AI, man, I'm telling you, you're getting left behind.
Absolutely. This is for people who are tired of watching others buy properties while they wait. All
Ooh.
right. We talked to a guy, he said, I went with my friend to a seminar 5 years ago, and my friend took action, and I didn't. He said 5 years later, I've watched my friend do properties. I've watched my friend buy houses and renovate them. I didn't see the vision. And it's my time now. Like I've been there the whole time, but I don't know where to start. He can't teach me because he's not a teacher. He doesn't understand how to teach me. He's just doing what he's told. And I feel like I'm being left behind. All right. This is for people who are tired of watching others. It's now your time.
I'm gonna take it one step farther.
Okay.
And and I'm not a hater, all right? But I'm gonna just say the truth. You tired of watching people that's not as good as you buy houses.
That
People
part.
that don't got your skills.
That
People
part.
that don't got your experiences. People that don't got your hustle in them. And they buying houses. And you
And
like, why I
if
can't
they
do
can
it?
do it, I can do it. Yes, yes. If they can do it, you can do it. All right. This is for people who want to build wealth and change their family's financial future.
Just put that part. We know what time it is.
All right, let's get you scheduled. Go ahead and click on the link. All right, and let's get you scheduled, and then tell me you've
Can
booked
you
it.
drop the
All
link,
right,
Ashley?
I'll drop it one more time. Rebecca said,
I'm
"I'm
scheduled.
scheduled.
Let's
Let's
go.
go. Let's go." All right. Cliff and Jen bought this 9 unit without using any of their own money. And this was them right after they purchased it. They said, finally done. We closed the 9 unit yesterday. Thank you for being open to hearing us out on gap funding. That was their lender. Rodney for amending our LLC. Devontae Lee for persistently trying to buy them from us. All right. That was another student in the community that said, hey, if you don't want to buy this deal, sell it to me and I will buy the deal because this is a deal. He wanted them to know, like, this is a deal. And don't just let this deal slide. I want it if you don't want it. Um, and most importantly, the Denmarks for the guidance and the push through X Flipper Academy to get them. They bought this 9 unit, all right. It needed some work, it needed some rehab, and they didn't use any of their funds. They didn't use any of their credit to literally buy this deal. To this day, they still have this 9 unit. It's fully rented, fully renovated, and they are literally building their wealth as well as buying more properties. But this was the start of I can do it. I don't have to use my savings. I don't have to do it all myself, but I can partner and strategically do it so that I have money for generations to come and I don't have to worry about my 9 to 5.
So the one thing I want to say is, do we teach multifamily investing? No. Do we teach commercial investing? No. Do we teach mobile home investing? No. What we teach is the foundations of real estate.
Hmm.
Once you learn the foundations of real estate, you can take those same principles, skills, and
Skills.
apply them to any field.
Hmm.
All right. He applied our methods to this 9 unit.
Hmm.
All right. Devontae Lee does Smoothie Kings. He applied our methods to Smoothie Kings. All right. It's all about changing your mindset, understanding how to structure deals and look at stuff totally different.
Hmm. Absolutely. All right. So if the Burns can do it, you can definitely do it. Evelyn said, I started with carton sheets. All right. Now we can't just start. We gotta
Gotta
execute. We gotta
execute.
finish. All right. Sean said we are officially closed. Purchase price 115,000. Rehab was 40,000. ARV was 224,900. The profit was 70,000 on a 45-day renovation. We closed virtually from the comforts of our home tonight. This is the second most profitable deal we've done this year. Thank you to our mentors, Ashley Denmark and X Flipper. Yeah, if they can do it, you can do it. All right. They said this was the second most profitable deal, and it was a $70,000 profit.
And we're not telling you like we're not telling you that this is just
The-
like atypical stuff.
these results are typical.
All right, that's not what we're saying, but we are saying they are possible. We are
Hmm.
saying that everyday people are getting these results. All
Hmm.
right, that's what we are saying. Um, I wanted to talk to Miss Evelyn's comment, so when you finish, let me know.
Okay, we'll do it.
You supposed to say I'm finished.
Okay, I'm finished.
Miss Evelyn, I wanna talk to that point you just said, to where you say I started with Carlton Sheets. I was having this conversation with a young lady, Miss Kyle. I think she's still on here, and we was talking in the chat. And one thing I want you guys to understand is that real estate clicks at different times. All right, just because you joined a program doesn't mean that program didn't work. All right. A lot of times we be wanting like instant results, but it don't happen like that. Just because you don't see the results don't mean there wasn't growth. Like one of the things that I take KC for an example is he had did two programs before joining our program, but he had not did a deal. When he joined our program, the way that we explain things, it clicked for him.
Hmm.
And all of that information that he had learned from those other two programs, it kicked in.
Hmm.
He's the fastest person to become an ex-Flipper icon. Less than a year and a half, he did seven figures in real estate
Hmm.
because it clicked.
Hmm.
It clicked. And when it clicked, you can go. All
Hmm.
right. But do not think that because I did another program or I was around somebody else and I did not get my first property that you did not grow. All
Hmm.
right.
Hmm.
Also understand that there's different levels of mentorship. Just because you buy a course doesn't mean you got mentorship.
Hmm.
Mentorship means that once I read this course, I can come ask questions. Mentorship means that I'm in this deal, I need help. Like sometimes we buy things and they call it mentorship, but it's not mentorship.
Hmm.
All
Hmm.
right. So just keep those things in mind when you are going through your journey. Last thing, Ashley, because I had this conversation, so I gotta say it again.
Hmm.
Mentorship is not cheap, y'all. A
Hmm.
course is cheap.
Hmm.
There's a total difference between a course and getting true mentorship. All
Hmm.
right, go. I'm sorry.
All right. So you already told Casey's story. All right.
I didn't tell Casey's story.
Okay, so Casey started our program. He had already been through mentorships. He didn't feel like he had everything he needed to really hit the go button. Once he joined in, we got him over 100,000 in business funding. He got business funding. He bought his first deal. His first deal, this is us outside of his first deal in the middle of the project. We showed up, make sure he was good, knew what he was doing. Because he was investing out of state. So Casey is from Miami, Florida. He's actually in this picture in Birmingham doing his investment property. After he did this deal, it wasn't even probably after, it
He
was
wasn't done. He was still in this deal.
close to the end of this deal. He decided he was going to do the exact same steps that he did in this deal in the deal in Miami. And when he did the deal in Miami, he bought the house for 300,000. He put it was 350,000.
No, he put
No,
105,000
how
into it.
much was the
The
purchase?
purchase was around that 325, 350 area.
He put 105,000 into the rehab. All right. The property appraised for over 900,000. He put out over $100,000 cash because he did a cash out refinance. Casey did $100,000 that he did for pulling it out on his refinance. He still has the property. It's gaining equity by the day.
He's getting cash
And
flow.
he's getting cash flow because he has tenants in there. All right. So KC, just following the blueprint, was able to make over 100,000 from a cash out refinance. He's making cash flow every month, and his he didn't even take out the entire equity of the property because he's planning on doing it again. And what he does is he does it with his kids so that they know how to invest in real estate and they know how to keep the legacy going if something should ever happen to him. So if Casey can do it, y'all, you can do it too.
Yep.
All right. You have two paths ahead of you right now.
And then they got three paths.
Okay, I'm listening.
All right. You got path one. You can take this information and do nothing with it.
Absolutely.
You can learn, you can listen to it and do nothing with it.
Hmm.
Path two, you can take this information, join the program, and start executing.
Hmm.
All right. Path three, you can try to figure it out on your own.
Hmm.
But I can guarantee you this. When you figure it out on your own, you're gonna pay one or two ways. You're gonna either pay in time,
Hmm.
are you gonna pay in mistakes, or you gonna pay in money. All right. So you gonna pay regardless of whichever route you choose. All right. So understand that. Choose the path that best fits you. Man, let's book a call. Let's talk about it, and we can help you.
Yeah, the biggest cost of not taking action isn't money, it's time because every year you wait, the prices are going to change.
Mm,
Opportunities are going to pass,
mm,
and deals that you could have done, they literally disappear.
mm,
Someone else buys the same house
mm.
in the same area that you saw, and literally what feels temporary right now really becomes permanent. All right.
Good.
It's
Girl, you
slow.
talking about Celsius?
No, I'm on coffee.
Mm.
It slows you down permanently. All right. So you can tell yourself, I'll do it when I have more time. All right. I'll do it when I have more money. I'll start next week, next year. But the truth is that those months turn into years. Like some of you said in the beginning, like they turn into 5 years, 7 years, 12
20
years,
years.
20 years. All right. And one day you realize that your situation hasn't changed, your options haven't changed. And it's not because you can't do this, it's because you didn't do it. It's because you never invested in, all right, let me make sure I get the right plans. Let me make sure I have a clear path. Let me make sure I'm taking the right path and I'm putting systems and processes in place and not trying to spin my wheels and figure it out on my own. You can figure it out on your own. It just may take longer. The worst thing to do is to wake up 3 years from now and realize I'm in the same position I was 3 years ago and I didn't grow, I didn't get better, and I'm still playing double dutch on the sideline saying, I should, wish, I coulda, woulda, did it. Now's the time. All right.
You said that, girl.
So let's hop on the strategy call. All right. If you haven't booked it yet, I see y'all in the chat saying I booked. I'm glad y'all booked. All right. The moment is yours. All right. This is your moment. Here's a few of our students, them at their closings, celebrating.
A few, like one fourth, maybe.
Yeah, celebrating. All right. The time is now. I want to make sure that we make the most of your time. So if you have any questions, we got about 15 minutes or so where we can answer any questions that we didn't answer yet. Um, I don't know if there's any more room on the calendar. So if there's any more room and you want to do it, do it. Um, if it's not for you, that's fine too. All right. Someone said keeping it in the family, absolutely. I am retired and I really want to focus on real estate. This has always been my goal. This is your time.
You can do it.
This is your time. All right. Someone put, what's a good book to read? What is a good book to read?
All right. The book that I recommend you read is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. You gotta read that book, y'all. That's where the foundation and mindset starts to shift. If you're not a reader, go listen to the book on YouTube.
Hmm.
But you gotta listen to that book. That book teaches so many lessons that can change the things that you've been doing. And it
Hmm.
changes how you look at money.
Hmm.
All right. You gotta go look, listen, or read that book. That's the foundation.
That is the foundation. Someone said, do you have a big event coming up I need to plan to see in your state? I'm going to drop our website, and our website has all of our events that's coming up. So give me a moment and let me drop it. And on that front page, you'll see all of our events coming up,
Yeah.
and that way you can coordinate which one that you like the best
We
that
got
you
we
want to
got a
show up
lot of
to.
events coming up, but our big event is in October, and then we
Mhm.
just recently released some early bird tickets still left. Man, grab your ticket, get in the room, man, come experience it. We have a bus tour. Like we got people coming in talking about grants, we got people talking about funding. We teaching, our students teaching, man. It's a big family environment.
It
So get in the
is.
room, man.
Absolutely. All right. Let me make sure I didn't miss any questions. You guys drop your questions in the chat. If I didn't answer any, make sure you, if I didn't answer it, make sure you drop it back in the chat so I can make sure that I see it. I'm going through making sure I didn't miss anything.
Yes. So the question is, if I'm in Texas, can I join y'all program? Yes. Our program is virtual. All right. We have students in Texas, KC's in Miami. We got students in Massachusetts, Georgia. Help
You're
me out, Ashley.
you're trying to,
Chicago,
okay, okay. All right. So we got in Georgia, we got students in Atlanta, Marietta, Savannah, we got students in Tampa, we have students
New
in
York.
New York,
What did
North
Thomas just mention?
Carolina,
Yeah, North Carolina,
South
Brea, North Carolina.
Carolina, uh, Nevada.
So the way
We
that
have a
our
pretty
program
big.
is structured, it's virtual, y'all. So like
Mhm,
you can take our foundations and plug them into your market.
mhm.
And if you plug it into your market, you be like, I don't like the numbers in my market. You can go to other markets, but you understand the foundation.
Someone said we seem like we work and have fun. We do
We do.
literally
We
work
do.
and have
We
fun.
do.
Sometimes we forget that other people are even in the room with us because this is us. Like this is literally us all day, together having fun. Now, do we spend all day together with each other? No, but we spend a good amount of time with each
A
other.
lot of time,
We
yeah,
do spend a good amount of
we
time with
do.
each other. All right. Someone said, how did you guys get started? So Antonio and I both got started differently. Well, I guess I first got started when we went to an auction. Antonio's coach introduced him to real estate.
Yes.
And then we bought our first two houses at an auction.
Well, we got back up. We bought some training.
We bought some training.
Then we some expensive training. Then we bought our first two houses, and then we did that model. We was buying low end properties for about five 6 years,
Hmm.
and then in 2015,
2016.
2016, we both went full time in real estate.
Hmm.
I was coaching football. Ashley was working at Regions, and I ain't
I
gonna. You tell
I
your
got
story.
laid
You
off.
tell your story.
So, in 2016, the beginning of the year, it was my first time ever fasting. And when I was fasting, one of the prayers was, my pastor would say this all the time. He would say, "I want you to pray that God opens doors for you that no man can close, and I want you to pray that God closes doors for you that no man can open." And I didn't quite understand it completely. But since we were fasting, I said, I'm gonna follow. I had just had my first son, all right, and it was probably about week 2 or week 3 into the fast where they called all of the managers into an office and they said they had an org chart up on the screen on the projector and they said, listen, we're trying to save the bank 300 million in the next 3 years, and the people that are in this room are potentially on the chopping block. And I remember going back to my desk and calling Antonio, and I'm like, Antonio, like it's a possibility I may be laid off. And Antonio's like, well, why don't you volunteer? And I'm like, no, dude, I'm not volunteering. Like, chill out. I'm not volunteering. So immediately when I finished talking to him, HR sends me an instant message and they're like, Ash, can you come down to our office? So I'm like, all right, I'm coming down to the office. And they said, listen, we would love to keep you. If we keep you, there's a bunch of different roles that you can be in, but all of these roles, all right, including the role that you're in, is going to require you to have a $10,000 pay cut. All
Huh?
right. And you're going to be managing more than what you're doing right now. And I said, okay. So I went home and I'm like, Tonio, what are your thoughts? He's like, whatever you decide, I'm good with it. The next day I go in and I apply for 9 of those jobs that are similar to mine in my department. And when I came home, when I was on my way home that night, I'm in the car and I had my baby boy, my newborn, Antonio the third. I had him in the car and I can feel like my gut being punched. I was being hit in the stomach. And I heard the audible voice of God saying, I am trying to close this door, but your foot is in the way. And it was the first time ever I've heard God speak to me. And immediately the next day, I went and I pulled out all of those applications that I had did. And I remember the executive assistant coming to me. later that day, and she said, "Oh, they are mad at you." And I said, "What do you mean? Like, what's going on?" She said, "When they were putting who they were going to do for the interviews, they asked HR, the other managers, they asked HR, why is Ashley not a part of these interviews? I know she applied." And HR said Ashley pulled out her resumes today. And one of my old managers came to me and she said, "So you're going to do real estate full time?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she said, "You do understand that real estate is risky." And I knew that a community was so important because she didn't understand it. She didn't see the things that I saw. She didn't understand the things that I saw. And literally a few years later, she was on the chopping blocks to being um let go. And so I say this to say it's been 10 years, y'all, that real estate has been full time in our lives. All right. And if I had not listened, if I had not fasted, if I had not taken the time to really do the things that I was supposed to do, we probably would have missed out on that opportunity. You probably wouldn't be on this call. I
Well,
wouldn't
we
be
definitely
able,
wouldn't be on this
I
call.
wouldn't be able to help you because I hadn't did what he told me to do.
Yeah.
So that's exactly how we got started.
Miss Rebecca say, "Look how God works in mysterious ways,
Hmm.
all for a reason, so you could be here to
To
mentor
mentor
us."
us.
I
Absolutely.
gotta tell you this, Miss Rebecca. This wasn't our dream to be here mentoring
It's
you.
not.
All right, I just gotta be honest with you. This was not our dream to be mentoring you. We was in real estate. We doing very well in real estate,
Hmm.
and this was about 2020.
Hmm.
And this was us full time in real estate, 4 years, 5 years together, and we like crushing it. We went from doing one or two properties a year to doing a minimum 10 a year. So like we
Hmm.
crushing it. And one of my mentors came over from Atlanta,
Hmm.
and he was talking to me, and he was like, "Hey, it's time for you to start teaching, start coaching." And I'm like, "Bro, that's not me. That's not what I do. That's
You don't
not,
want to
I
do
just
that.
want to stay quiet. I want to just stay in my little bubble, keep doing what I'm doing."
Hmm.
He said, "No."
He said, "You're being
He
selfish."
said, "You're being selfish."
And that triggered something for
He
us.
said, "You're being selfish." He said, "You around here having all this success.
Hmm.
You around here doing all these things for yourself. You got the blueprint and you won't even help people."
Hmm. And that literally changed
That changed
everything. Like,
everything.
we don't want to be selfish. Like, we don't want to not help. So we had to do it differently.
Yeah, so like when you say like your mentor, like we are introverts. If you
Hmm.
see me somewhere, I won't say nothing to nobody.
Hmm.
But I understand that in order to help people, in order to put my family in position to create win-win situations, I gotta be uncomfortable.
Hmm.
I gotta continue to grow. I
Hmm.
gotta become something different to get to another level.
Hmm.
So like that's why we're here. And that's why we carved out our schedule to be able to help people and still
And
invest.
still do real
Like we
estate.
still doing real estate. Now,
Hmm.
don't get it twisted.
Y'all see all them kids.
We still doing real estate, but we carved out a system and a process that we
Hmm.
can help people and do real estate.
Hmm. All right. So I don't want to do too much of your time. I don't want to take too much of your time. There we go. I want to first tell you thank you. Thank you for joining in today. I hope you guys learned a lot. I hope you guys I hope you're ready to take it to the next level. All
Yeah.
right. It's time to get off the sidelines and get into the game. And we are committed to help you get you to the next level. All right. So you're so welcome. You are so welcome. We will
Can't
see.
wait to meet you in person, Miss Rebecca. Make sure you come to the conference. Y'all come to
Absolutely.
the conference. We want to meet you. We want to shake your hand. We
That's
want to give
right.
you a hug, man.
Absolutely. We will see you guys later. If you haven't booked your call, book your call. Let's talk. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Love y'all. Peace.
Peace.